The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus said to his disciples, I am the true vine, and my Father is a vine grower. He takes away every branch in me that does not bear fruit, and every one that does, he prunes so that it bears more fruit. You are already pruned because of the word that I spoke to you. Remain in me as I remain in you. Just as a branch cannot bear fruit on its own unless it remains on the vine, so neither can you unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever remains in me and I in him will bear much fruit, because without me you can do nothing. Anyone who does not remain in me will be thrown out like a branch and wither. People will gather them and throw them into a fire, and they will be burned. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask for whatever you want, and it will be done for you. By this is my Father glorified, that you bear much fruit and become my disciples. The Gospel of the Lord. As Easter is coming to an end, we've had the great gift during this whole season to be reading a lot from the Gospel of John. And remember who John is. John is the beloved disciple who at the Last Supper, do you remember what he was doing? Oh, it was beautiful, that beautiful gesture. He's sitting beside our Lord, and his head is resting on the chest of Jesus in that beautiful, intimate gesture. John would be the only one of the 12 disciples to die to old age. The rest of the other 11 disciples died horrible deaths, martyred for their faith. John was the only one that became old. And as with age, wisdom comes. The Gospel of John is the last of the 4 Gospels that were written. So it was written towards the end of his life after years and years of experience of living the faith and of a profound closeness to Jesus. In his gospel, there's a phrase in here that would not have been lost by a Jewish hearer. And it's 2 simple words. I am. Do you remember in the Old Testament where we have this phrase? It's in the book of Exodus. When Moses is on that mountain and he asks God, tell me your name. And God reveals his name to humanity. Ehi Asher Ehi. I am who am. It's a divine name. To this very day, our Jewish friends do not utter that name. I am. In the Gospel of John, he uses that phrase 7 times. And for a Jewish hearer, the number 7 is the perfect number. And he uses that phrase, I am, to identify our Lord. And our Lord says it 7 times in this gospel. I am the bread of life. I am the light of the world. I am the gate. I am the good shepherd. I am the resurrection. I am the way, the truth, and the life. And then guess what number 7 is this morning? I am the true vine. John is absolutely clear here. Jesus is God. And he is the answer to everything. If we are ever struggling in the faith, if we are experiencing anxiety, if we are experiencing all the storms and tribulations of life, the question we should always ask ourselves is, how is my relationship with Jesus doing? How close am I with him? How much time am I spending with him? There's always a correlation between the two, between our eternal or internal peace and how much of time I'm spending with the Lord in prayer. Those two, there's a direct correlation between those. And why I say all of that is because, again, listen to the Lord. I am the vine. You are the branches. And whoever remains in me and I in him will bear much fruit. Because without me, you can do nothing.